What's up, people? It's your boy Jatwa. Where have I been? Shh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Why do I have glasses now? Shh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about. Needless to say, I have two kids now, and so time is so fleeting. Oh my gosh. Yeah. And all this computer time. Yeah. Glasses now. How you like them apples? I'm a true nerd. I have glasses now. But we are today ignoring all of this going on here. And we're instead looking upon Kithack Model Club, which is a game that, yes, I do enjoy now. After what occurred with KSP2, again, things happened there. We're not going to mention what happened there. Um, we're not going to mention what happened there. We're not going to talk about it. I hope the devs are doing well in anything they're doing right now. But anyhow, much love goes out to them for everything. But I truly do wish them well. And I really wish the people that had the IP right now would do something with it. But anyhow, we have Kitten Space Agency. So that's coming. And I'm hyped. Let's do this. Anyhow, Kithack Model Club. Of course, you guys should know by now it's done by the great Big H himself, Harvester. And yeah, they also have the Kithack Hack Kit. So that lets you go in there and build your own mods. So you can go in there and do things like what you're seeing here. This is actually a mod, and I made it. I made this entire world. So it's a bit wonky. It works, and it's got a lot of stuff. It's huge. And it just gives you all the space and room to do things in. But I wanted to take a look at this game because you know what? There's a lot of people out there. A lot of people are probably like doing their thing on this game. But you know what? I realized, wait, I never did do my own real thing on this game after everything occurred. So we're gonna go in here. We're gonna build an airplane. We're gonna build a car. We might build a boat. Probably not gonna build a boat. Take that finger right on back. We're gonna build an airplane and build a car. I love building boats, but I don't want to get into that right now. So I still have to do some. I'm still working on some boat mods, so there's a lot of things. Anyhow, let's get in here. Let's start building. We're gonna select nothing, like my youngest likes to say, nothing. Let's do this. So we're gonna go ahead and I know a lot of people saying it's hard to fly in this game. It's super freaking easy to fly in this game. You just have to understand what the game is telling you as far as the as far as the flight controls or sorry, the aerodynamics, as far as the aerodynamics are telling you. So you can go in here, you can slam something together pretty easily. And I'm just going to go in here. First I grab the cockpit, and here's the cone fairing. A lot of these things you can actually go in here and drag. They do adjust for you, which is really awesome. So this part that I grabbed back here, this is actually a fuselage adapter. This is the ODO2, ODO02. So this thing is nice because it adjusts to the different bulkhead sizes. So I can use that one, or I can come in here and say, you know what, I don't want to use that. I want to snap this in here. And now it's actually adapted to that shape. And that's really useful for when you're designing a number of things in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here, and I'm going to select a nice little body shape. Baddie. All right, so let's get this down some. That looks nice. Okay. And I'm actually, you know what? Let's move this up a little bit and then go like this and move this down. So now we have this little shape going on here, and I'm going to widen this up. So now we have this beautiful shape coming out of this craft. And I can actually jam some fuel in there and what have you, and that's going to make it look really nice. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold R, and I'm going to click on this, and that is going to give me a copy, just kind of like we used to do with Alt. And so here you just hold R, and now you can make a copy of this little customized shape of component, this bulkhead. So now I can grab another one of these OD0s, or am I saying the OD0 too? Or you see this plus here. You can actually click on this plus and it'll generate one for you. And so now I can come in here and I can take this and I can put another one in. And that's going to make sure I have this nice shape consistent. And I can then shrink this down. And so I have a nice gentle flow for my craft. So we're going to take this and we're going to expand it back. And that's going to also apply it as far back as I want to go. Or I can bring it up some. Now there's some people that make some really beautiful replicas. I'm terrible at replicas. And so I kind of just stick to making some nice little custom things. That's just my thing. That's how I roll. So what we're going to do next is we're going to grab another one of these little custom ones. Another one of these ODs, and we're actually going to take this R1 bulkhead and snap it right there. The reason we're going to do that is because that is about the size of the jet engine. So we're going to go ahead and grab that from hither, and we're going to snap this on here. Now you'll see it's quite bulky of a part. And the other problem I have, it's pretty massive. And if I were to go to here and kind of put that on there, you see the weight distribution. For me, it feels like the weight distribution is off. And so you can actually come in here and I want it to be in a place that is not going to affect my craft excessively. So I'm actually going to take off that back there because it looks like I can slide this right into here, and maybe I can finagle this part here. There we go. Hey, yeah, that worked. I got a little bit more because I still see some of the blue in there, so that'll work for me. It just looks like a screw's hanging out, and I'm okay with that. So here we go. We have this on there. The weight looks okay to me. We're going to drop. I'm actually going to use my Gas Master fuel tank because I feel like it's going to fit in here a bit better. And yes, that is from one of my mods. So shameless plug there for Juicy. And we're just going to pop that right in the middle there. And now we have fuel for our jet engine. And now we need to start taking a look at our center of thrust, center of mass, which is already showing, center of thrust, and our aero stability. Now, if you're looking at this aero stability, it's something you want to pay attention to. You see this outline, this shroud here, this little green area. You're trying to get yourself in there because that is kind of the optimal flight pattern that you're seeing there. So we're going to see about getting this into there by getting a double. There we go. And now we need to do something about putting this all the way in the rear here. We're going to do it like this. And I'm going to slide this back some more because all this needs to be supported. So what you see here is what we need to do. So let's start moving this forward until we're right inside that outline area. And now, we still have this other one that we need to move. So we can actually take this if we want and make that into a front. And then just use this back here. And now we just have to adjust this one until things start to look good for us. You see? Right now you can see things aren't looking so good. All right, so let's take this off, and we're gonna go with. I could use, I forgot that other one was removed in the old update. So we're just going to take this here. And I feel like my angle snap is off. Let me try that again. There we go. That's a little better. Okay, so we're going to take this. We're going to expand the chord. We're going to give myself a full 100% taper. And we're going to sweep this back. We're going to sweep the legs. You got a problem with that? All right, so now that we have that, we kind of have this nice little wing shape that I happen to enjoy, the delta. And we're going to see if we can now make this work a little better for us. You see, as we get there, it looks really ugly, but we'll find a sweet spot right into here. Okay, so we need to get this up a little bit. And now we have a really nice looking form here. Now I do need to come in here and put on a tail, which I'm just going to come here and go like this. Keep it away from that engine. And make sure it's going straight forward. You can actually come here if you select them and you get it askew somehow, you can actually come in here and press space and it'll realign it up front. So now you can actually come in here, take your Weavot control surface and just come in here, snap it on. Now you just need to adjust it down. If all you have to do to get there is just hover over it for a few seconds and the controls will go to it. And let's make this look a little bit more stylish. Give it a more of a taper and then you could add a sweep to it. So now it actually looks like a proper tail. And back here, we probably need to increase this sweep some more. And I want to decrease this taper. That looks good. And now let's go ahead and I'm actually not going to use R to grab another a copy of that control surface because I don't, sometimes I tend to fight things that way, but it's because the yaw controls, the axis, they sometimes it gets a little fudged up. So now that we have everything on there that has arrow effects, we can move this forward a little bit and you'll see that now it's nice and aligned. You do probably want to go in here just for safety's sake. You can add in some space tape. It's good to have. And here you can come and make sure that this has your roll control and some pitch. This one is mainly pitch. This one should be yaw. So it did everything exactly like I would have done. And you can test it all out, see how it's going to affect your craft. It's really nice to take a look at. So you see here, I'm going to have some instability there if I, go a little too crazy. So I do want to be careful on how much of that pitch I'm going to engage. So I might want to come into here and lessen this pitch down some. And then come into here and lessen this pitch down some. Because I don't really need 100%. There you go. You see? There you go. Now you're staying stable. You can actually come in here and take it down until you don't see any orange. Or just very minimal orange. And that's going to keep you nice and balanced when you're doing your maneuvers. Okay. Now, if you want also, you can come in here, you can throw some wheels. The wheels for the aircraft is an aircraft, not under wheels. I always do that and always kick myself for it. But hey, I still do it. So I can come in here and put these directly on my center of mass and then slide them back some. That way I have a nice little liftoff going on. And then we just go in here and grab a vertical landing strut. I don't need to be set to doubles on that one, so mirroring off, And there we go. Now, I'm going to bring this up some because I don't really need it to be a tail dragger like that. So, just until you see it start to adjust. There you go. That should be it. And I want to come in here and set my yaw axis for it. So now it'll actually turn for me. Okay, so that's your basic airplane. You can come here and give it a nice little hot rod paint job. Or you can do like I do and be really lazy and just do the primer color. And then you can come in here and, you know, do your ketchup and mustard. And that looks pretty decent to me. And then come in here on your decals and style up your decals the way you want it to look. A nice yellow star on there. Shrink it down, holding control and scrolling back. And boom, there you go. This is we're going to call this one the ketchup to mustard. All right. And now we're going to hopefully take it out for a test drive. All right. Let's make sure that, well, that is certainly not far enough back. There we go. Okay. So let's turn on our engines. Control R for our engine auto start. And we'll just shift up a little bit, turn, get ourselves going up in speed, and do a liftoff. And there you go. Little aircraft going. I have it way too safe right now. I have airplanes that are way more agile than this because I have this one tuned down so much. But this is your basic airplane. Super stable. It's not going to do anything super fancy. But hey, it's in the air and it's flying. Super easy, super simple. It's really not that bad. And from here, it's really just tuning. So if I want to come back, I just hit C. And then I'm just going to right click. I'm not going to wait for it to do its thing and come back. I'm not going to land it just yet. We're going to go in here and we're going to adjust this. Make sure everything's still set. Okay. So let's go ahead and move this down to about 50. If you ever find yourself in a bit of trouble, just go in here, middle click. It'll go back to wherever you had it last. So let's go back to 50. There you go. Save, overwrite. I feel like I can move this back a little bit and still be safe. So we're going to move it back a little bit just so it's a little easier to balance on when it drops it in. Go! Alright. Pick up my aircraft, drop it in, and go hit C. Control R. Engines are hot. 50%. Oh, it's beautiful. And it flies like a dream. Look at that. Now there are some fuselages in here that will actually retract the wheels. Penguin has a fantastic mod out there that has retractable wheels. So if you want retractable wheels, go out there and check out. There's not that many things on the workshop for parts. So Penguin's parts has the retractable wheels. But I have not been focusing on that with my mods. I've been doing something else because I like race cars. Let's show you that. Now for cars, I would show you, you know what? I'll show you how to do a basic car. We're going to do a super basic car. I'm not going to go into the super big details, and then I'm going to show you an actual car that I already built because it can be very time consuming to build a car. If you go into as much detail as I like to go into. So what you need to do is grab 4 of these multifunctional hubs, or you can use 2 multifunctional and 2 idle. The idle ones you don't have to apply power to, and they don't do any turning, they just have suspension. This one is the drive through, it puts the wheel in the middle. This has no suspension, so I don't use them very often. This is just my one from my mod. I think I got it right. Now we're going to grab some hot rod wheels. I like the hot rod wheels out in the desert because they perform really well. And now we need to build up our... We need to grab these from the drivetrain, these differentials. So you can put a 3 here. You can grab another 3, put it back here. And then here, you can actually grab another 3 and just put it slightly back here. Now, I do this because this lets me put one going forward, one going backwards, and one straight to the engine, and it performs fairly well. We're going to use the stock engine for this time around. It's huge. Okay, so we'll go here, we'll snap this, and these are just these CV joints. Now we need to grab one and push it up to the front. That's going to give us power to front. This is going to give us power to the rear. Then we go and we turn back on our symmetry. And then we connect up our last CVs to our axles here, to our hubs. So now we have power going everywhere. All we have to do now is just add some gas. So let's go here to propulsion. Again, I'm just going to use Gas Master. Actually, no, it's huge in comparison to this. So I'll just use 2 of their smaller fuel tanks. Move this on down. And there you go. I like to go in here and grab the fin. And snap this in here. And then I come and go like this. This has been like my go-to for stability with my cars. Okay, so now you'll see that this actually is showing like it's going to pull up in the rear. That's fine. I actually do want it to lift the rear up a bit because the front is going to nose down. So here we actually want to come in here, and my little one just came and threw chips at me because she wants chips. That's being rude. You're supposed to say please. Very good. So now you come in here and you adjust this. I like to adjust it to around 75 to 80. And then I'll leave the back a little loose. And we'll just call this demo car ugly. All right. So now let's go. All right, so here we go. It should be fairly well balanced. Again, Control R for engine auto start. And away we go. I like to look at the middle because I like to see how balanced it is. You'll see if it's lifting up in the front, then I need to add more lift or adjust the front suspension down. What you're seeing, that little wobble, that little death wobble side to side, it tends to happen with the suspension at times when you hit a certain speed. So to get around that, what I do is just go faster. And so in this case, what I'll do is I'll hold down space, and that kicks in the little booster. It's like a little overdrive built into it, and that's going to let you punch through that little wobble zone. So you see, this works fairly well. You can come in here and it didn't like that at all. So let me just hold that down. And we'll see. Yeah, we get to pretty terrible speeds here. Okay. Whoa! And my engine just ran off to the races without me. That is rude, engine. That is rude. Everything rude here. I don't want my engine just running away from me. So let's go ahead and pull that CV off this engine. Pull this engine off. We're going to go back to propulsion. And if you have the Juicy mod, then you can come in here and grab some of these other engines. I'm going to use... let me use this MG3000. So let's go here, center it, and you'll see the engine's a lot smaller. Fits in a lot better for different designs. And now you have a nice clean design here. Overwrite, go. Booyaka! Let's do this. So that's one thing I've noticed. The game is a lot of fun. I actually have a lot of fun playing this game, and it's a lot of fun to see what other people design. I like to see what caveats I run into. So when I'm playing and I hit the suspension thing, okay, I have a suspension shake. Let me go a little faster, design my car to go a little faster, and so I'm outside of that wobble zone. Okay, it's something that I know is there. Um, it doesn't bother me too much. There are sometimes, like, I've been trying to find ways to get around this little high speed wobble here where it likes to do this. And you actually can. It just takes some design chops. So let's actually go back to here and let me bring out one of my car designs here. All right. So I have the JDSA Buffaloman, and this is one of my newer truck designs, and I really like that design. I have the Stallion, the Skylark. Oh yeah, this one was my test rig, but the engines don't really fit in there very well, so I built that one kind of funky. But we're going to bring out the Buffaloman. So you'll see here, this one is designed to be just a good old-fashioned truck. In here, you'll see it's not the top-end engine, but the Road Stallion is snuggled in here. And I'm going to boost the reverse speeds up to 100%. And it gives you a nice, realistic view of like you're driving. And this styling things like this does take a little bit of time. This one probably took me, probably an hour, because there are a lot of small particulars in here that I like to add in. And the body shaping, there's a lot going on in here. So let's hit yes, let's go, and let's drive. And so here's the Buffaloman. I still have not adjusted it, the suspension 100%, but Hajoosh! Absolutely love this thing. It drives and it handles beautifully. And this is when you actually go and you allow yourself to take in how it's working, how the game functions, and how you can tackle the challenges that the game has in front of you. We have a straggler here. Say hi. She's a little upset because I made her use the bathroom she didn't want to use. My goodness. It's a complicated world. For our last vehicle, Elena, I'll let you pick one. You want this one? The pink one? I don't think I have a pink one. Stallion 2-A for Elena. And now we're going to go here to paint, and we're going to change it to... You like that? Oh, you do like it. Okay. You like pink. Car auto start. Woo! All right. We're driving. Say woohoo! Whoa! Daddy's not good at driving this one so much, but here you go. And so now I need to. Oh, I forgot. This one has a. Oh, it's meant for drifting. Oh. Oh no. And oh. I never did learn how to drift with this one. It's a drift car, Elliot. It's a drift car. Oh my god. Just for no. Daddy broke it. It's fixed. See, look, it's fine. So yeah, as you can see here, it's not that hard to build cars, to build airplanes. It's probably a bit more challenging to build things like submarines, but it's not hard. It's not impossible. It is quite viable. And to build a racing car is probably more challenging than almost anything else because the cornering. Trying to stay on the road. But that's it for right now. I've already been yapping long enough. I need to get off and get some dinner going for everyone. So for now, I'm gonna get on out of here. So yeah, my opinion, if you like building custom airplanes, you like building replicas, you like racing, then certainly look us up. We're trying to get some stuff started for the weekends, some schedule stuff. so people can go in there and have some fun. And yes, she is talking now. She is 2 years old. Last time you guys saw her, she was, oh, she was still, she was still crawling. I think I can't remember. It's been a while, but anyhow, we're gonna get on out of here. Uh, check out check out other videos on our channel. Check out our merch. I have new NUKD, which is actually my one of my other channels that I'm doing AI music on. I don't put real music that I make on there because it's only AI stuff, and I want to keep those separate because I don't want my AI music and regular music to be on one thing together. It feels wrong to me, but you know I keep it separate. But yeah, definitely check out our merch in UKD. I'll throw a link in the description. Let me know what your favorite stuff is, and check us out. Yeah, and for now, we get on out of here. It's been your boy Jatois and Elena. Our oldest is hogging the bathroom right now. Peace. You gotta throw up 2 fingers like this and say peace. Ha! That's my girl. Go, 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 go. There's another water. You broke my car. How could you?